American Red Cross is currently facing a severe blood shortage. Leaders say in December there was a 35% decrease in donating blood. They say there were several factors that played into that, including winter weather affecting several blood drives. Well, Executive Director Beth Sweeney tells us how vital it is for people to donate blood as soon as possible.
To make sure that we have a stockpile of blood ready to support patients in hospitals, people that are needing those blood transfusions. So we want to make sure that our hospitals have what they need to be able to save lives when that time comes.
Now, Sweeney also said that organizations can contact the Red Cross if they want to host a blood drive.